All right, we are going to do our gold analysis and we are going to start on the daily time frame. All right, so actually let's start on the weekly time frame. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we all can see that price is still trying to do the weak fill that we suggested or that we said price will probably try and do if it's going to continue going down, maybe to give us a weak fill and then go higher, or give us a weak fill, range a little bit, and then continue going lower. All right. So those were two views from last week, and looking at it from this week's point, we are still in play that. So price is still doing the bearish view. All right. So let's put our weak fill target. All right. So we're going to name it our weak fill target so that we know when we're trading on the lower time frames and we somehow forget about the weekly view. About the weekly view, we know that's our weekly target. That's what's important right now. Maybe we can set our weekly high. All right. Because if price goes above that, we are flipping bullish. The whole trend is flipping bullish. If you can see on our previous candle, where the bearish inside candle, right? The lower wick shows some exhaustion, but the candle is still bearish and it can still push price lower. So we're going to put that high so that we know if price goes back to that area, price is flipping bullish because it would have clearly rejected the low and would be trying to push higher. And that's also our breakout area. So as you can see, we need to adjust on our daily time frame. All right. And then you can see where we put our weekly high. That's where price rejected yesterday, right over there. So if price wanted to go higher there, we should have seen price going higher there, but it did not. It rejected, gave us a bearish pin bar. All right. So we have exhaustion from the week, and then with a bearish body, and that's clearly pushing lower. However, even though price is pushing lower, it is still sitting at a somewhat strong support because this is the support that price rejected yesterday. This is the price pushed to yesterday but still rejected, because if it broke, we should have seen price going lower when the candle opened, but it didn't. So price rejected that low. So we need to know that this is a strong low where price is at. All right. So for price to go lower, price needs to close below, and then we can see price going lower. On the 4-hour time frame, right, on the 4-hour time frame, that's where things get interesting. We do have our previous candle being a bullish candle, but we have a wick, that's an exhaustion wick. The wick is bigger than the body. All right, so chances of a wick fill are there, but they're not high. So if price is going to do a wick fill, price would need to close above. Price would need to close above the high that was set during London session right here. So for a week fill trade, you need to see price going above this area. All right, and then for this 4-hour candle, if it's going to continue bearish, we should see it getting to our low, right? There's a week fill trade. Let's not call it a week fill trade yet because this is an exhaustion. All right, so if price, just keep in mind that if price goes below this area, it's most likely going to give us this weak fill, right? That would be your first target, and then second target, all right, and then the third target. All right, so maybe we can just name that area our our strong sell position. That's where our strong sells are. All right, so strong sells, or let's say long-term sales. Yeah, strong sales right there. All right, because if price goes below there, we have 3 targets in mind. We have a weak fill, which can push price lower. We have more weak fills to wish to fill when we still have clean traffic. So with so many things that's pushing price lower, the only place that we might have to keep in mind would be right here. So someone might want to put a zone right there and just highlight it, keep in mind. All right, so let's just highlight this area. For us, because for us to have clean traffic, we need to pass that area. So we're just going to say, keep in mind. All right, these are the areas that you need to watch out for. You can easily forget about them and then they can hurt you later. All right, so we need to keep in mind about that area, because this put back to that area, this went to that area and rejected, this went to that area and still rejected. So we definitely need to keep that area in mind. All right, but for our bearish candle to start forming, where do we need price to go to? We need price to go on our low. So let's just highlight that low is our daily. Oh, that is our strong source low. Also, we do know that. All right, so for our daily candle to start forming, price needs to close below our strong sales point. And then your first target should be, keep in mind, second target, the end of that week. All right, so now remember, these zones that we put on the 4-hour time frame and then on the daily time frame, you need to reanalyze them the next day before you start trading, because just because they're there today does not mean they'll be valid tomorrow. So always keep that in mind. All right, and for price to start trading bullish, price would need to go above our weak view trade. All right, so to be above 4 buys. All right, so that's our selling invalidation point. So price can do whatever it needs to do. It can even come back and retest the high, even come back and retest this high. But for it to start going bullish, we need to see price close above this area, maybe do something and then going higher. That's what we need. All right, so you have your invalidation point, you have your targets, and you have your trades. All right, I hope that helps, and we will keep giving each other new information as the markets unfolds. That's it for now.